Yo, what is going on, everybody? In today's video, I am going to be reviewing the new content drop with the July program and the new headliner that just dropped. We're going to be talking about all the cards and who I think you should pick in the July program as part of the 95 overall pack and the 97 overall pack, and then talk about Austin Riley as our lightning card. That being said, though, before we get into it, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Turn those notifications on. Leave a like on the video and in the comment section below what you thought about this July program, okay? And if you're going to be using any of those cards. Lastly, make sure you follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. All three links will be in the description below. So give me a follow on three platforms. I would highly appreciate if you did. And make sure you go check out my shorts channel on YouTube, pitching_rebel shorts. Go check it out. Hit the subscribe button. It is completely free. Also, with that shorts channel, the description, or it's going to be the link to it's going to be in the description below, okay? All right, let's go ahead and look at the new Austin Riley. All right, so first we're going to take a look at the new headliner. It's a 98 overall, or first 98 overall for headliners, set 35, and it's the MVP season for Justin Morneau. We know Morneau was added as a legend this year, and this is his first high diamond overall card that we have, and we got a 98 for him. He looks really good, actually. He's got 112 contact versus right, 93 power versus right, and then 107 contact versus left, and 99 power versus left. So reverse splits when it comes to that power versus lefties. You know, 84 fielding, so gold defense, 63 arm, 82 reaction, and 40 speed. The best speed, but not awful. That being said, he also does have parallel 5. He gets to 117, 98 versus right, and then 112, 104 against left. So very good against lefties still as a left-handed hitter, and obviously very good against righties. Overall, it's a pretty solid card. Wouldn't say he's better than Frank. If he has a good swing, he could play very good. Honestly, I could even say that he's probably better than Poppy, just for the simple fact, I wouldn't say he's better than Poppy, but he's pretty close to Poppy. But I will say, that contact versus lefties is definitely better than Poppy's for sure. Poppy has 102, and then he gets over 110 at 112 at P5. It's right there. They're not far off, in my opinion. And if he has a good swing, he's gonna play very well. So that's the new headliner. Now we're just going to get into the July program, which is what obviously is the main thing that came out today, with Austin Riley being the lightning card. Let's go ahead and look at it. Other programs, July, there we go. We got some new Topps Now cards. They're 93 overalls, which is the highest so far year when it comes to these player items here. Obviously, we've had other Topps Now that are higher overall, but the ones that you can get in the program, these are the highest so far. Had a walk-off single, not a bad card. Catcher, 98 contact, 97 versus left with mid-70s power. Gold defense, 40 speed, not bad for a catcher. James Ottman hit a bomb, or had 3 hits and an RBI. Probably since, or it says that it's pretty much the best debut since Piazza came up with the Dodgers. Not a bad card either. Right fielder, left-handed bat, left field and center field secondaries. Good fielding with gold defense and 85 speed as well. Not a bad 93 overall. And then you got Trey Mancini, who just got traded to the Astros, but he did hit a wild inside the Parker where right fielder could not see the baseball, hit him off the head, and it went towards the right field line and was far enough to where Mancini could hit it inside the Parker. Got high 90s overall contact, and then 92 power versus right, and 78 versus left. Not a bad card. 80 fielding, gold defense. Seems like that's a staple right now with these Topps Now cards. You got that 80 fielding, around 80 to 82 fielding, where you got that gold defense. If you collect 17 of them, you're gonna get a 95 overall Starling Marte. Got good contact, 100 versus right and 117 versus left. So lefty killer as a right-handed bat. Primary right fielder with center field and left field secondaries. Got that 80 fielding as well, 79 speed. Only thing that's a little bit low is that power against righties at 73, but the 87 is good power against lefties. Not a bad card, especially he has life series quirks, dead red, breaking ball hitter and whatnot. So not a bad quirks at all for this card. Not a card I would use, but not a bad card at all. All right, now we're moving on to the 95 overall monthly awards cards, which start at 80. And we got Andres Munoz, who had a great July. 7 holds, 1.5 ERA, 0.42 whip. That was a slider, 4-seam, 2-seam, 116 hit per 9, 99 K per 9, 100 walks per 9, 87 control, 99 velo, 99 break. A guy that, is a hard flamethrower. He's got outlier on his 4-seamer and also has very good control. That's nice to see. Good pitch break. So unfortunately, I don't know if I would really use him, just for the simple fact that he doesn't have like another pitch to throw off that slider or 4-seam. He just has that 2-seam, but he doesn't have a changeup or splitter or even a cutter. If he had a cutter, he would be devastating. or a splitter would also be good, but you know, those pitches just don't entice me as a reliever. Real Muto, 95 overall. He hit 358 with 5 bombs. 94 contact versus right, 93 versus left, 79 power versus right, and 70 power versus left. Diamond defense at 90 fielding and 85 speed. Crazy for a catcher. Not good. Not a good card. Just going to play it out and say that he's not going to play. Cole Irvin, 104 hit per 9, 67 K per 9. That's pretty low. 113 walks per 9 though, and 88 control with that 77 velo. Not very good velocity. 95 break though. Got a 4-seam sinker, circle change, 12-6 slider, but does not have a cutter. You know, that throws him off. He has pretty good hit per 9 at 104, but pitch control is pretty good. 99, 95, 88, 84, 75. Pitch break, 85 on the sinker. Sliders at 65. Yeah, this guy's not making the rotation. I'm sorry, but just doesn't cut it. Jose Miranda, third baseman for the who hit 353 with 5 bombs. He also plays first. He also has first base, second base, and shortstop secondaries. It's pretty cool. He's all around the diamond except for catcher. Got 105 contact versus right, 100 versus left, 81 power versus right, and 105 power versus left. 79 fielding, so almost gold defense, 64 speed. Not a bad card at all, especially for the fact you could play him at second base or shortstop. Definitely not a bad card at all. Brady Singer, sinker, slider, circle change, 4-seam, 97 hit per 9, 104 K per 9, 72 walk per 9, 84 control, so pretty low on the control end of things. 96 velo and 93 break. Sinker, slider, circle change, 4-seam. Miss it. He doesn't have outlier on the sinker either, and kind of missing a cutter, in my opinion, for him to be pretty good, especially with that 97 hit per 9. It's not very high. Pitch breaks also only at 78 with the sinker. Want to see that higher, obviously. All right, so next we're going to talk about Ramon Urias, who has third base primary, second base and shortstop secondaries, right-handed hitter. He's got 114 contact versus right, with 81 contact versus left, and then 92 power versus right and 78 versus left. So very big reverse splits. Not great attributes versus left, but you know, they're okay. He's very good against righties for sure though. He's got 92 fielding, 62 arm, 55 speed, so diamond defense with 93 reaction. Once you get up to like parallel 3, he'll be able to play diamond defense at second base and shortstop as well. Still not a great card in my opinion. If I had to choose based off of how many packs do we get, by the way? All right, so we get 2 packs. All right, so if we get 2 packs, I'd probably go with Miranda, Andres Munoz. I think those are the 2 best cards. Then we'll hop over to the 97 overall, where we first get at 120 stars. Now we have Matt Chapman, who hit 325 with 9 bombs in the month, and third base primary with first base secondary, right-handed hitter. 115 contact versus right, 109 power versus right, and then 84 contact versus left, 95 power versus left. Got that 99 fielding, of course, 73 speed. Big reverse splits, guys. You can see that's good. I like reverse splits, but not when it's to that point where his contact's only at 84 versus lefties. That kind of just ruins the card a bit. You know, that lower contact. Even the power is not great for having that low contact. 95 power. It's not like it's a super elite. Good, but it's not super elite. Overall though, not a bad card. Got hot, you know, very good against righties, and great fielding, of course, with good speed as a third baseman. And we got Matt Carpenter, man. He went off 356 with 9 bombs in the month. Right field primary, because that's what he played mostly when he was playing, or that's all he played pretty much, is right field, if I can remember correctly. But he also has first base, second base, third base, and left field secondaries. I would use him as a second baseman, to be quite honest with you. His fielding is not great. Bad speed also. I would use him as second base. He's got 102 contact versus right, 106 versus left, 119 power versus right, and 114 power versus left. So reverse splits when it comes to the contact versus lefties, but a little bit higher power against righties. As a second baseman, man, he's got huge power and still good contact, right? You know, at parallel 5, you get him to 107, 124 against righties, which is insane. And then 111, 119 against lefties. Just a crazy card in my opinion. Fielding goes up to 75, so he'll play silver defense at second base once you get him to parallel 5. Arm at 77, reaction gets up to 79, and speed up to 45. So not a burner, but this guy is gonna smash. He also has a very nice swing in the game. Only thing is though, he is a live series player. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any live series quirks because he hasn't done very well the last few years, except this year he's having a resurgence year at 36 years old, which is awesome to see. Then you got Ryan Pressly as your last 97 overall card. He's got 123 hit per 9 with 114 K per 9, 95 walks per 9, 95 control, so elite control as well. elite hit per 9, elite K per 9, 81 velocity, 99 break. He has all you would want except for the fact that he throws a 4-seam slider slurve. No outlier on that 4-seamer. Is not overpowering at 96. The slider is nice. Slurve is also a good pitch. Doesn't have a changeup or a splitter. Doesn't have a sinker or cutter. So that's the only thing that's really messed up about this card. Has great control, great break on all the pitches. Just doesn't have fourth pitch that you want. You know, if he had a cutter or like a splitter, you can make an argument because of the per 9s, but even then that 4-seam is still not overpowering. Very tough to see, obviously, because he has very, very good attributes. So if I were to go with the two cards that I would go with, is definitely Carpenter #1 easily, and a card that you can easily put at second base for yourself if you don't have Jackie. And even if you have Jackie, you can make the argument that Carpenter could start at second base. And then Matt Chapman is the other guy I would go with. The other two cards are not cards that I would see on my God squad. Then that being said, you obviously got Craig Biggio at 160 stars. This card's pretty damn good. Could play, is a second base primary, but it has catcher and left field secondaries. 107 contact versus right, 116 versus left, 83 power versus right, and 87 versus left. This is the highest power we've seen from Biggio. Also has that gold fielding at 86, 81 speed. Can put him behind the plate. Got a very fast catcher, good contact, and decent power. Especially once you get up to parallel 5, man. You got 112 contact versus right. So once you get up to P5, you know, you got that 112 contact versus right, 121 versus left with 88 power versus right and 92 power versus left. This is the highest power we've ever seen from a Biggio. Definitely a very good card. He always has a nice swing. You know, if you don't have Napoli, this is definitely your a very good option for catcher. Then lastly, you got Austin Riley, your Lightning, who went off 423, 11 bombs, 25 RBI. He had 26 extra base hits in the month. Just a crazy month, man. It's unfortunate that he had the month in July rather than August and even September. If this was September, Austin Riley would have a card that's at 125 across the board because the splits were insane, man. He had like 388 versus righties with like almost 800 slug. Had 7 bombs with like a double digit. I think it was like 11 doubles versus righties. Only 80 at bats, and then against lefties, he hit over 500 with over a 1200 slug. He just went off. But because he's, you know, one of the first 99s that drops, they kind of capped him in my opinion. But still has really good attributes, man. 113 contact versus right with 102 power versus right, and then 120 contact versus left with 109 power versus left. 84 fielding, 90 arm, 85 reactions. You know, got that 69 speed, very good speed for a third baseman. I mean, it's not elite speed, but it does a job. I even think, you know, he's got that left field secondary. I think he'll be fine in the outfield. Have that gold defense right away in the outfield as well. Decent reaction and a strong arm. You know, with those hitting numbers, he also has these live series quirks that are amazing. Road Warrior, day player, first pitch hitter, unfazed, breaking ball hitter, rally monkey fighter. Only thing he's missing is dead red, and that's it. But he's got first pitch hitter quirk, unfazed, day player, which works for me when I play at home because I play it during the day. Road Warrior is going to perform better on the road. Got that breaking ball hitter. Like I said, the only thing that he's missing is that dead red, man. Dead red is the only thing that he's missing. P5, man, this card's going to be freaking disgusting. 118, 107 versus right, and then 125, 114 versus left. This card, attribute-wise, is almost as good as Andrew McCutchen, which is crazy to say because that Cutch is crazy. So I'm very excited to get this Austin Riley. I will be plugging him in left field, and he's just gonna be really good. He's got an amazing swing, amazing quirks, just ready to get him. So anyways, we went over the new content that was dropped today, including the new headliner with Justin Morneau, and then the whole entire July program, the whole entire July monthly awards program. Overall, if I had to give it a grade, I would probably say a B-. Two cards in here that I absolutely love: Matt Carpenter and Austin Riley. Besides that, though, there's really not other cards that really intrigue me that much, to be honest. The Munoz, if he had a cutter, would really intrigue me. If he had a cutter, then you would have 3 cards that you could put on your squad, and there's just no starting pitchers that's gonna do it. That Ryan Presley, if he had like a cutter or a sinker or something else, he would also be very good, but doesn't have it. That's just, you know. So I'm going to give it a B- just because of Matt Carpenter and Austin Riley. Those are definitely 2 cards that can join a God squad right now. So that's why I'm giving it a B- because of the fact we got 2 cards that can get it done on a God squad. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Turn those notifications on. Leave a like on the video and in the comment section below. Let me know if you're going to be using any of these new July monthly awards cards, okay? Lastly, make sure you follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. All 3 links will be in the description below. And make sure you go check out my shorts channel on YouTube. And make sure you go check out my shorts channel on YouTube, pitching_rebel shorts. In the description below will also be the link. I just added that recently, so it'll be easier for you to check it out. Hit that subscribe button. It's completely free, okay? Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Love y'all.